Our group left the ruins of the abandoned outpost, heading back to Elvashara to meet with Ferric and debrief. Upon, perhaps too openly, questioning her about the strange characteristics of the vampiric defenders of the site, she brought you back to her storeroom, which doubled as her living space. Uncovering an enchanted mirror, you were able to speak with Siegfried. He informed you that you had fought a lesser dredge, not a full-fledged vampire. He tasked you to inform Lord Boruzo, the head of Hilltop Kingdom in the nearby Prome Mountains. He told you to warn him that Empress Zafina sought to attack them using that base as an outpost, but don't directly name the sleight of hand, if at all avoidable. He does know Siegfried by name, if nothing else. So you're making haste for Hilltop. You got accosted by a group of elven warriors seeking to bring you in to Lord Halfham, seemingly dead or alive. Defeating them deftly, you continued your journey to Hilltop, where Cole encountered a strange sensation, realizing he was close to his home in the Evergreen Vale. Rushing to whatever remains his village held, he found it had regrown much of the flora and fauna, save for one wizened furbolg. Kurt, a half-mad inventor, asked for help around his farm, and then he bestowed upon the group a magical orb with a button to be given to whomever in the party could use it best. The group laid down to rest before embarking on the final day of their journey northeast.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're waking up and it is morning, correct?
Yeah, you're waking up and it's morning, and you'll get to Hilltop from here probably around the early afternoon.
Okay,
You're close.
And who was the one that had the... when we wake up, I was with Cole mostly. Do we want to show the rest of the group the orb? Because I forget which one's the better one with the orbs.
I do believe it's
Is it Alder? Is it?
I do believe it's for Alder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Alder,
the sycamore and
yeah.
And
Alder, can you do anything with this?
Hey, what do you think? We're asking you about it.
So, do you toss me the orb?
More of just like pull it as I like hand it up for you. Like, what can you do with this?
No, all you hear is out of his ass cut.
What do I pick up from this thing?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Doggy pops out of that.
16.
16, okay. On a 16 Arcana, it is very intricate. You are studying this thing, and it is like bronze and copper filigree mixed into just the smoothest polish on a wooden sphere you've ever seen, perfectly spherical. The hinge work is completely silent. It's got a locking mechanism with the button, all entirely made of wood and metal, and it is beautiful. The magic that you pick up kind of pulsates through your body for a second, and then culminates in a spot on your shin where you notice that one of your companions, the fox, is rubbing up against your leg. However, you get the feeling that the more time you spend with this item, the better you will understand what it does.
Okay. So
you're rubbing that thing.
It has a button on the front of it, basically, and a hinge system. If I press the button, what? No, I'd like to go ahead and press the button.
Okay. You press the button and nothing happens yet. But again, that sort of pulse, now even though the fox has moved away from you a few steps, still resonates in the area where its head left your leg.
Professor Oak says there's a time and place for everything. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and I'll just place it in the old...
I'll say this. How much time are you spending on trying to figure this out?
I mean, I'll just sit there as we're continuing just whatever else we're doing. I'll just kind of be sitting there and kind of just fucking with it.
Sure, okay. Then in that instance, I will say this. Let me pull up exactly what I had written.
Everyone stop. I'm going to look at this thing for 18 minutes.
10 minutes specifically to attune to a magic item above table. There it is. Okay. As you kind of have that eureka light bulb moment, Kurt has kind of wandered around the corner from his kitchen from making his tea, and he just goes, that there is a beast orb. What you realize is that as a bonus action, you can press this button on the orb, and it'll recall one of your animal companions that you can see in a 60-foot range inside of the ball. I'll send this to you. The animal's cured of all status conditions. It regains all of his HP. It can
For copyright reasons, no.
Yes, no, it's a beast orb. This is a beast orb.
It is absolutely not that.
It heals them. This is a beast orb. It heals all their HP. The beast orb can only be opened again to release the companion after the player has completed a long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
And it only can store one animal within the orb?
However, you do get the feeling that you're kind of kids on the playground would talk about like different magic things from the different stories like we do, the Sword of Excalibur and so on and so forth. Your understanding of the way that some of these magic items worked is that you can normally only be attuned to one at a time. However, you get the feeling that is not the case with this item.
Ooh, okay.
I never should have given you that.
So currently around me, I have 3 animals.
Correct.
Now my bird is a little different than the fox.
It's like spectral, no? Or is it summoned to you from nature?
It's summoned to me like just like during the beginning of my turn, basically, and then it stays for an hour, maybe.
Right, but I didn't know if it had specified if it was like a spiritual version of that thing, or if it was actually like something that flew in.
You magically summon a primal beast and choose its stat block: beast of the land, beast of the sea, beast of the sky. You determine the kind of animal it is, choosing kind of appropriate stat block or whatever beast you choose. It bears primal markings that indicate its supernatural origins. The beast is friendly to you and your allies, obeys your command, and vanishes if you die in combat. Okay, yeah, so it stays, and then after I think after a rest, I can change it to whatever else I want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's sort of magical though, in a sense. You know what I mean? I picture it like you're kind of pulling it out of a pocket dimension. So it's kind of, it is, I mean, you probably could try it, right? But
it does say primal markings to indicate its supernatural origin. So I mean, that easily could indicate that it is more of a spectral kind of almost
I guess that's up to flavor. Yeah, I guess that's up to flavor.
Almost conjured companion in a sense.
Yeah, you could do it as like pulled from a pocket dimension, or like literally like formed from the plants around you, depending on
like
flavor.
Spirit.
Yeah,
or like a Patronus.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Cool. So you gain that understanding of your item.
Awesome.
Hopefully we don't get DMCA'd into the ground.
That's why it is a beast orb. These are
beast orbs.
Beast buddies are gonna be the name of these.
His pocket pals.
I want you to do
No. That was used.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
We're calling pocket monsters.
Yeah.
That's why I said pals.
Yeah.
Immediately just.
Isn't that what that means? Yeah. Yeah. You can try. That'll never get me again. Ever again.
Somebody got Brayden.
I got Cal.
Hey, give me a second real quick.
Brayden,
no. Brayden, no. Is he serious?
I hope you weren't hoping for
out.
So were you guys planning on trying to do anything else here in Elbashara? Any other conversations or anything before you head up the mountain pass just down the valley up into Hilltop?
No, we
on
searched
the road
bodies,
we go.
everything, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just talk to Kurt before we go.
Yeah.
Just I'll tell him, that it was amazing meeting him and figuring out that there was still some of our people left, and pretty much just that kind of moment. Just thank you for the help to stay.
He looks at you and he goes, Pleasure was all mine. I do want to thank you so much for stopping by. This building you stayed in is made from the bones of those that stood around here. The buildings and shops, and I used it not just because it's what I had on hand, but it was because I thought I could make it feel like home. And you coming here and bringing friends and helping with the chickens was the closest this has felt like to home in a long time.
I think Cole say, I promise once I've finished my quest, I will return. So just like ambiguous later, I'll be coming back.
I'll be looking forward to it, and a group such as yourself, outfitted the way that you are, it wouldn't surprise me if that quest included a fair amount of revenge. And just know that that act in and of itself is seldom the peace you seek alone. But it's not to say it's not a pretty good part.
Then I'll immediately grab my hat and turn it around backwards. And see, I don't have no idea why I just did that.
Indescript theme music starts
Where'd you
playing.
get the hat from?
That's what you do when we roll initiative now.
Just
Yeah. Immediately.
That's crazy.
So y'all pack up your things and get a few basic provisions that you've been able to kind of gather up as you were there.
Mm-hmm.
And you make your way up the mountains, and this feels familiar to more than one of you. This is a pass that is used to gain entry to the mountains pretty much for everybody. There's maybe 3 total passes on this side that lead up, and they can branch off and stuff up higher, but really 3 main entrances, and this one is the one that is the most close to civilization. So it's well-worn, well-trodden. It'd probably be, I've never done it, but say equivalent to walking the Great Wall of China. Like, it sucks, but people do it all the time, And so y'all get up towards the top, and the first thing you see is standing sort of 20 feet high on top is a wall. As the stairs you finally take reach it, with a dwarven guard sitting outside, just smoking a pipe. Single guard.
I will.
Hey, Bucko. Can I get a hit off that pipe weed?
And I will kind of fold behind everybody and kind of like keep myself hidden.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, that'd be mighty improper.
What? To share?
You're strangers, ain't ya?
Aha, it is pipe weed. Give me some.
Strangers.
I'll tell you what, you have made me laugh some, but I need to know who you are and what you want to do in this here village.
Smoke your pipe weed.
Let's say right now. I'll figure that out later. I'm just.
This is the guard, by the way. This is the guard.
Let's get a persuasion check out of Alder, and I'll tell you what, fucking Artie can roll one too.
He gave up the booze, but he just.
Can I just walk
pipe
by?
weed.
How about a 7?
Just gonna walk by.
How about a 17?
Okay.
He's just gonna smoke it in front of
So-
Alder, just like.
I'll tell you what. I'll say this. If I can give you entrance to the city, then you may be permitted to take a toke.
Great.
So, who are you? And what are you doing here?
Why are we here?
I'm just gonna walk past them.
Yeah,
You're trying to-
seeking
you're
an
trying to-
audience with the king.
I got a problem. I like alcohol and pipeweed.
It's understandable. So you just
In
waltz
this day
in.
and age, come on, man.
You waltz in, and you want to just seek an audience with Lord Boruzo. Well, that's fine. I mean, he does hold audiences. But a group of assassins could say the same thing, right?
We're friends of a friend.
They could also say that.
True.
I mean, one could argue anything.
Yeah,
One could say in a never-ending loop.
I'm going to
In all
pop out of
reality.
nowhere
Yeah, what reason?
and recognize the
Buddy, you
elf.
can't pop out of nowhere out of nowhere.
Sorry, not elf. I'm gonna recognize the dwarf, and I'm gonna crawl out to him and just say his name.
Okay, Marty, and you just good gracious, oh my God, Kirby, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to come talk to the king for, I don't know. I'm just with them. And they're not assassins this time,
Well, it's mighty strange,
That
but I
one.
guess, anything,
Thanks, buddy.
anything is,
This time,
anything
Wait,
is
I'm gonna
possible, I
tap
suppose.
Kirby in the back of the head. Just like a little.
What'd you do that for? I'm trying to get his hand.
So, all right, I'll tell you what, I don't know what business you've got here, and I really don't know how much your name carries, but personally, my boy was a friend of Corey's, so I'll go ahead and open the door.
Appreciate that, Marty. Anything you need right now?
Just to not have to share me pipeweed.
the pipeweed.
Keep these
He's
tall.
having a
I'll
bad
keep these
day.
tall
Buddy,
idiots
daddy,
away from it.
enjoy your Reggie.
Mac, I need to know if you put the hat on just to be able to turn it backwards.
I'm gonna just start like shushing them and telling them to shut up and start pushing them in. Just like, shut up, move, get in, go. Marty said go.
You seem like you wouldn't get a fox
You
nod
seem
at you.
quite embarrassed, little man.
Maybe he can answer this for us, though. Where can we acquire pipeweed?
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried.
I can tell you that. We're fine. Let's go.
Away from you.
So you guys all meander inside, and it is really kind of a very strange design for a city. It has been strip mined down. So first the whole roof was kind of plateaued, and then strip mined down, narrower and narrower concentric circles until the bottom is just kind of like taped off with orange ropes and things of that nature. And you look around, and every one of these rings that are probably, I'd say, nearly 100 yards in length. It is just one town, or like one street. So it's basically like if you took a regular map of streets that intersected and everything and just pushed down in the middle is kind of like what you see. Except across from this largest and most outermost ring is what is very clearly to those of you that know, and pretty clearly to those of you with half decent perception, that is the Castle Boruzo.
I'm gonna grab my food. I'll be right back.
Castle Boruzo.
We are here to see the king.
Is the king short?
Maybe a dwarf.
The king is short. He is very short.
Hashtag not sponsored, but if they would like to sponsor us for some reason.
So, do you guys, are you guys gonna go kind of directly to, or are you guys gonna fuck around for a bit? I mean, you were kind of
I am
told to
What's
go
around?
quick, but
what's around that's close to us?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a big city. But like,
yeah, no, I mean, oh, go ahead.
I will kind of look to the rest of the squad and just kind of subtly be like, "All right, what are we looking for exactly?"
I'm sneaking off. I'm gonna see if I can get away without anyone noticing me.
Okay.
Are you gonna go try to find a Bigfoot woman?
He was about to say.
Make
and
a
dwarf women have hairy feet.
make a stealth check, and then I don't need anybody else to roll, but I would like to know your passive perceptions. I can probably just pull it up and beyond.
Mine's a +0.
Passive perception, so I've got 11 for Artie, 14 for
21.
Alder. 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are all kind of taken aback, both with the thoughts of being here again, save for Kirby, or just being here for the rest of you, and taking in these new sights and maybe how it's changed over the last few years, and don't even notice that Francis has disappeared.
I would like to head to the abandoned mine shaft. That without, for lack of a better term, that where my brother lies.
Okay, so the area where that happened, as you kind of look down, and your brain is just kind of like one person would look at a map and be able to pinpoint like where in the city they live. The concentric rings are that in your brain. Like you can glance over them and you know that like, oh, that little landmark is 20 rings down, that little landmark is 30 rings down.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize that the expansion has continued since then, but that area is one of the areas that are marked out with that orange rope, and just kind of in a sort of respectful manner.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head that way. Anybody following me?
With
It's also
Can I
worth
head-
noting that it'd be the better part of like an hour to get down there and back. It is a hike.
I'm gonna head to my old house.
Okay, yeah. That is really understandable. So you sneaking off was pretty easy for you because you were able to kind of circle around the outside of the outermost ring and go down just kind of one ring from that uppermost ring, and find yourself at your estate. It is in better condition than you would expect it to be, but still, dusty and some cobwebs and those sorts of things. But
While
nothing
they're
is like
doing that,
broken.
I'm
Nothing is like, even the
yeah.
paint's not really that faded. Like it looks like it's been kept up with.
I'm gonna just dust and clean while they're doing their thing.
Okay, fantastic. But what are the rest of you up to?
Yeah, I'm heading off, and I'm
You're
just gonna
going
go pay
towards it?
respects. Yeah, going
Okay.
to the
Is
the
anybody
abandoned mine.
joining him? And if not, how would y'all like to spend that amount of time?
well,
I'd say-
when Francis left off, did you say to roll a perception check?
No, I did it off of passive perception because you guys were distracted doing other
off
stuff.
passive.
Mhm.
I was at 14.
Yeah, he rolled at 20, 21, 22?
21.
He whooped
Oh.
us. Yeah, he whooped
Yeah.
us.
Oh, so I definitely didn't see him. Okay.
No, he just...
Is there potentially an archery shop where I could go buy better or maybe some more arrows?
Yeah, actually. There is a few armors dotted throughout the town, but if you go to, the first one you bump into, it, you walk in, and whatever the sort of high fantasy equivalent of an Apple store for weapons is, it kind of looks like that. It is perfectly meticulously laid out shelves, not a spot of dust anywhere in the place.
Call it IKEA. No, no, I'm sorry.
And they do, in fact, have a section for bows. Interestingly enough, you will notice that there are no longbows present, but short bows only.
What?
Dwarven longbows. True.
Yeah, dude. I was about to say.
A dwarven longbow?
Yeah.
Well, a short bow is a dwarf longbow.
How closely do you want to look at the selection?
I'm really just interested in what kind of cool arrows they have. Maybe like different arrows other than just arrows.
Yeah, okay. So you make your way over, and I want you to make a wisdom check for me.
10.
10, okay.
Not good.
You kind of are intrigued by this. Nothing really stands out to you, but their arrow selection does. It is a sort of cherry wood bundle of arrows. All of the tips are gold, and all of the feathers are the softest down that you've ever seen in like a duckling when it is brand new. When you go to pick, like, to examine it, you notice that it is much heavier than what an arrowed head you would be used to using is.
So they're like, you think they'd be really good longbow arrows? Something to fucking really just let loose, or are they like more decorative than anything?
Kind of what the wisdom check was for, but like, I guess I'll say this, like, as you kind of think through what using it would be like, and you kind of glance back over at the other things, go ahead and make one more wisdom check for me.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, that's all I needed. So on that, you start to
Keep
realize.
rolling.
Well, I will say, I mean, it's basically advantage because your RPA gets so good. But I'll say that on the 15, you realize, like, oh, wait, I know what this is. Like, I've been to those when I was a kid, those places that said that they were farmers markets, and it was just like rich people selling like used clothes, like for way too much money, right? Like I've been to
You're
those
more
places.
gimmicky than anything.
This is, and you start to kind of also piece together on that, extrapolating from that. You look at the layout of what you've seen so far. You have the main entrance. You know there's a castle. Now there's this really ritzy shop, full of shit that probably wouldn't even work as well as something that was like made by the elven woman that you just had seen. And that maybe it's all just kind of like a status thing, you know. This is a brick with Supreme stamped on it, you know.
I got you. So this isn't really where I want to spend my money. It's kind of what I'm collecting.
And
it's
upon
like,
that
this is free
thinking,
show.
you looked at the bundle of arrows, of 12 arrows that you see there, shows 499 gold pieces on the price tag.
I'll take it.
What's the security like in this place?
Yes.
Make
The resale on those
a
would be
perception check.
I haven't decided if I'm going to yet.
No, but just to check and see what the lay of the land is.
I'm at a dirty 20.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, on a dirty 20. Although he tried to hide, that big motherfucker is not at all subtly peeking around the corner at you, and you notice that there is a rather burly looking security dwarf just dressed in black vestments. Well, you notice him. Yeah.
I noticed
it was a perception
that. I noticed
check.
they were
Yeah,
watching me like a fucking hawk. Yeah, okay.
And they're becoming less subtle about it the longer they look at you and the poorer they happen to think you are.
Just necessarily. He's just like.
And he.
So I'll come in and make a ruckus and.
No, I just wanted to see just how lax it was, and I can see now that it is not lax at all.
Unleash me in there like a bull in a china shop.
Is there anything that is not just
well, with my charisma as high as it is, I can pretty much talk him into something.
Yeah, you see kind of in what it
Any other cool
appears to
archery
be
stuff?
kind of the clearance aisle,
There we go.
You
That's my
yeah,
flavor.
yeah, you see, there
Yeah,
is
fuck.
I got a bargain shop in my video games too.
um,
God, this is common.
there is actually a few little pouches, and those pouches contain a soot. And on the description, it says 5 gold pieces.
Fucking same.
Yeah, bag of dust. But you can see that dust is kind of stylized, and the card underneath it do you read Dwarven?
Yes, I do.
Okay, fantastic. It says it in Dwarven and it says it in Elvish too. It says
I read both.
fantastic. It says drop this bag for smoke cloud. 10 foot, or well, yeah, 15-foot radius, 30
Yep,
seconds.
Absolutely.
5 gold pieces.
Yes, please. I'll take one of those.
Okay, perfect. Let me.
Bag of dust. Is it like an actual item?
Yes.
Or is
Well,
that
no, I
made
made
up?
it. I just made it up on the spot.
Well, then I will add a custom.
I'm gonna message you. Bag of dust. Throw
Bag
item.
of dust.
Bonus action.
See how it does that.
I guess me and Artie are just standing out in the street. Find something.
No, I'm getting ready to find me a tavern. Well, it depends. What time of day is it?
You got there early afternoon, like 1:30 or something. But by the time that Kirby gets back, it'll probably be like a little after, like maybe even close to after 3, depending on how much time he's spending there.
I feel like Artie's a day drinker.
No, I'm just a drinker. Doesn't matter the time of day.
Yeah.
You roll to see if he has tremors.
Inside
It'd be an interesting heat.
Don't curse me like
Without
that, boys.
drinking, has his tremors.
What is that? There's a TikToker, that like a businessman that's acting like he has alcoholism, and he's like, "This is my first shot of this morning," and he's like shaking like a leaf, and you're like, "All right."
creatures inside. Okay, gotcha. And then what is anybody else doing?
I'd say that Cole feels really out of place, being surrounded by so much stone and not a lot of greenery, and like he's used to being in forests and mountains in nature. There's a lot of stone buildings.
Feels very industrial.
Industrial, yeah. You said there's armorers around. Is there anything else around?
Is there a church?
Am I done cleaning?
Or
I will say, yeah, you're done cleaning.
I will head to the not the king, the mayor or whatever.
That's the. I mean, the king is he's Lord is his technical title,
Lord.
but he
Yeah,
is over.
Lord.
Okay, gotcha. And then I will say that who else was one? Oh, is there a church? Yes, there is a church, and there.
I want to go to the church.
There are going to be several, but the first one you find is notably 2 or 3 rungs down, but you can see it from where you're standing. For the church. Let's see if I did this. You come upon this building that you wouldn't have recognized as a church necessarily, except for the fact that outside of it are several statues, and they are very, very incredibly detailed. And kind of as you are writing that building off in your sort of mental scan for churches, do you notice that it is actually a statue of Evandra.
Okay. I want to go inside and check it out.
Excellent. You go in and you see a dwarf woman seated in front of an altar. There's incense burning, and there are more sort of edifices and busts and statues of different deities. It seems as though this is kind of a place of general worship, not too specific, non-denominational, just trying to be a house of peace for everybody.
This one have dragons in it?
This one's a dwarf.
Okay. Last one had dragons in it. I now just associate non-denominational places of worship and dragons. Because it's the only place I've ever seen one.
It's honestly, it makes perfect sense.
Irrationally just terrified of them.
So you go in and you see this woman, and she kind of turns to you, and she's just like, "Well, hello, dearie.
Well, hello.
Have you come to pay respects or ask for guidance?"
I have.
Well, excellent. Well, respects, do you require assistance in those? Do you require guidance with your faith? What can I help you with, my child?
I'm just here pretty much to just pray to my God.
Okay. If I might ask, and forgive me if I'm being so bold, and I don't wish to tell anyone their religion, but if I may ask who your deity is, I would love to give you perhaps a bit of insight that I have gained through years of speaking with other scholars of the same religions.
It's Alvandra.
Evandra, okay. Wow. Evandra is a rare deity indeed. We have her outside, but I think that in my 85 years as the head matron of this church, I've probably only ever met 3 others so blessed. As you know, or don't, but the gods derive their power from the belief in them. The more total belief there is, the more powerful the god is, the more change she can affect. It is a bit of a vicious cycle, because the weaker she gets, the less she can help, but thus is the way with some things. For a long time, in scholarly texts, it was believed that the rule was the more people worshipped a god, the stronger the god was. And Evandra and a few others of her ilk proved the point in rhetoric that it is actually the more belief there is in a god, because you can be less people and have a stronger belief, and that seems to be the way that Evandra does. It is not mild touches and interventions and sort of passive believers. It is a very all or nothing thing. But those that do find themselves to be incredibly, incredibly lucky.
You cut out on that last sentence.
Those that do find themselves to be incredibly, incredibly lucky.
Over the years, she has guided me and helped me throughout the way.
Well, that is a beautiful life to live. What is your name, my child?
Artichoke.
Well, I have another for you, and you can bear it if you wish, or hold it in your heart if not, but by any power that is vested in me as the matron of this fine establishment in this fine city for these fine years, I would like to bestow upon you the moniker of Artie the Lucky. And you gain the lucky trait.
I would go ahead and take that bestowed name.
Yeah, and you gain the lucky trait. So you can add that. Should be in your, or lucky feat, I should say. Watch it. Watch it. Don't even think about it.
I was still waiting on it.
Leave my feet alone.
He's one chasing their
Leave-
tail.
Easy with those eyes.
Yeah, his mic peaked when it slammed into the underside of the desk.
Where do I add that in at?
You should be able to add in your feats section.
So I'm gonna go look for some hairy feet now.
I do want to take a moment
Beautiful.
because we've had less time with Cole and with Kirby wherever they may be at this time. So Kirby, are you still down there paying respects? Is that something that you want to spend time on?
Oh, he's still
I just
marching.
go down there and just kind of pick up a few of the stones and just I'm just reminiscing on like the times that me and my brother had, and just from there, just kind of shed a tear, say I miss him, and then slowly and kind of sadly saunter on back to just because I'm like naturally aware of where this place is because I used to live here, wherever Mr. Cole is at.
Okay.
So, I don't see the lucky 100 feet.
Okay, give me a second.
You might not have it.
Oh, it is class or his race?
Not his race. It's gonna be
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna have the book.
a book.
Oh. Okay.
Because of the-
You might
Wizards
want
of
to
the
make
West Bend.
me if you
They
are
might
able
they might
to
have taken it
read
out of the new 2024 rules too. I don't know. That's not the one. Maybe I give you the hang on. It might have been the wrong feat, but I thought it was a different one.
the lucky feet. You
Wizards
have
of the
an
Little Hat.
incredible luck that seems to kick in just the right moment. You have 3 luck points, and whenever you make a attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can spend 1 luck.
Yeah, but there was a
What's it?
different one.
Under,
Hang on.
yeah, you have to have the player's handbook to
Hang on.
have it.
Ah, never mind. Okay, sorry. It's a different one. It's Bountiful Luck. Sorry, I had my names mixed up. So Bountiful Luck. Oh, that's why, because you're supposed to have to be a halfling to get it. But I'm gonna give it to you. You people have extraordinary luck. You've leaned.
You people.
Yes, your people. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
Which is
I was
much
like,
better.
what do you mean by
Which
that?
is much better.
400 years.
Why
That
would
word has
you
kept me
do
down.
So if
Whoa.
you or an ally within 30 feet rolls a nat 1 for an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to no, it's just you. It's just you. I don't know why it says ally. Basically, if you roll a nat 1, you can use your reaction to re-roll the die, but you have to take the new die. So you're basically 1 nat 1 proof. You have to roll 2 nat 1s in a row to nat 1 now.
Not bad.
Awesome. So do I need to add that in somewhere?
Yes, and I will find a way to get it to you.
Awesome.
If
Well, then I will go ahead and thank her for doing that for me.
Fantastic. It wasn't me that did it for you. It was you that did it for you.
Still, thank you.
And then Kirby has made his way over to Cull. Cull, what are you doing in this strange place? What are you looking for?
I would say that since I was the last one to pick a spot, everybody else kind of wandered off. I got lost, but I guess since at the moment I'm lost, but Kirby said that he ran into me, and that's where he's at, is with me. So wherever I'm at,
Okay.
I'll kind of look to
dealer's
Cole.
choice.
After I see him, just kind of, are you looking for anything while we're down here?
I've been looking for one of you guys. You just kind of left me standing there.
Well, I had some business to take care of. You need to go to a smithy? Do you need to go to a healer? Need to go praise or something? You need to do before we all meet back up and go find the king?
I want nothing to do with the gods. The only
forget about that.
power I need is my weapons. Why don't you take me to the nearest weapon shop, armor, whatever.
And due to me being really familiar with the area, I'm gonna take him to this old mom and pop shop that I know on the outside looks really, really rough and maybe not the best of tools, but the quality is just freaking top notch.
You lead the way, little man.
And we head off.
Okay, fantastic. So you make your way there, and you kind of wander in, and this might be the most insane thing that you've ever seen, Cole, and maybe not, just with your time in a very peaceful Evergreen Vale. But this shop is, it is equipped with fantastic weapons. They are all of very good quality, but they are all unique in the sense that, you know, they're not going to have like a shelf of maces and a shelf of hammers. Like, it is going to be like just kind of items are everywhere.
Each one's handcrafted.
Yeah, but boy, are
Yeah,
they
have
cool.
names.
Yeah, and
Oh,
or
they're
very
nice.
easily could be named, you know. They are of varying prices and also varying qualities. They try to have something for everybody there. And there is a shelf with a sign that says "Ring bell if assistance is necessary. Otherwise, please take your items and deposit your payment in the slot." And it is a true like honor system. Like this is like those New York like bodega workers, you know, that don't have to fear for shit because everybody holds them down because they're the coolest people in town. Like it's like that shit.
So Cole uses let's say I'm gonna try to stick to the weapons he's proficient, so battle axes and mauls. Can I make like a perception check or an investigation to look around the room for anything that catches his eye or
I will say
nature?
this. I would like you to roll an investigation check, but I want you to roll it with emphasis. And what I mean by that is when you roll it, you're going to take 2 of them, roll them twice, and you're going to take the one that's the furthest away from 10.
Let's see.
So not advantage, not disadvantage, but emphasis.
And how do I roll on D&D? Is this roll a D20 for that?
Well, you're gonna do an investigation check this way. So you can just click on your investigation skill modifier, I think.
It's 11.
Whatever it is.
11, and what's your next one?
Oh, I actually have a +1 in investigation as well. So let me roll that. That's a 5, and then the second one, well, it says a 6 with investigation with the +1. So that's a 6, and that is a 12. So I guess
6 would be the furthest away from
4. So 4 away from.
Yeah, so 6. So that'll be your result there. You come up with a good selection of battle axes to choose from. None of them have everything better than the one that than the ones that you're used to. Like none of them are like stand out. However, none of them appear to have any major flaws. You know, there are some areas that are kind of more attuned to just your kind of stance and the weight of the thing and how honed is the edge. You know, what kind of bevel did they give it? Is there like a spike on the end? Like just all these different things. But you kind of, you know, there's stuff you like about all of them and stuff you don't like about it. It's like used car shopping. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're never gonna get a perfect one, but there's good stuff here. They are each, you know, of varying quality, somewhere between, you know, 20 and 40 gold pieces.
All right. Can I do the same for what's up?
I will kind of, as I'm looking at some stuff that I'm looking at, I will look over and I'll notice him trying to figure out what exactly is the best, and then I'll kind of saunter over to the wall and kind of ring the bell, hoping to. What do we over the table? What do we call the shopkeeper again?
Well, this would be a different shop. So
yeah, I know that's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, so this would be Gareth. And you ring the bell, and he just kind of comes out, and he's a burly dwarf, and that's saying something for a dwarf. You know, he's close to as big around as Kirby's character, but it is ripped. It is shredded dwarf, weaponsmith, big iron gloves on, that sort of leather smock that they wear, and he's kind of taking his gloves off, and he's just being like, "What can I do for you?"
And I will just like, Gareth, is that you?
Oh, Kirby, me lad, how are you?
Oh, I've seen better days. What about you?
Well, we're hanging in there, and folks are still being honest enough with the till. So what can you say?
Fair enough. I know we don't have the greatest of pasts, but my friend here, my tall friend, is looking for a battle axe. I'm not sure what exactly he wants.
Or a
but,
maul. Or a maul.
Or a maul, I guess.
I do
Whatever
like
he's
my
looking for.
hammers.
Your expertise on this would be much appreciated.
It would.
Well, I've got a few here, obviously, and I'm sure there's some more around. What? And not to offend, but it's a prudent question when they vary as much as they do. What kind of budget are you shopping in?
I am looking at about 32 gold and 7 silver, good sir.
And that's cleaning you out?
And that's all I've got.
And
that's my...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you looking to clean yourself out, or are you looking for a respectable...
I'm looking for quality at an affordable price, unless you've got something that'll just knock my socks off.
Okay,
My very large fur-bogue socks.
Give me just a moment here, and he just kind of goes over and he's checking some notes, and he's trying to figure out... Let's see here.
If he did have anything, I would prefer a maul over a battle axe, just for that top one.
Okay, we'll do that again then. Hang on.
I heard that. What was that?
Something bad for me. Something bad for me.
Okay. I don't have a fantastic deal on an axe right now, but I do have a pretty good deal on a maul. This one here, and he pulls it out, and it is different than yours in a way. Describe your maul to me.
I would say that my maul is just kind of basic, rudimentary, strong, oak shaft with I'd say, just a stone head. It's kind of broken down. That's how the elven woman described it.
Yeah,
it's
not been recently
recently
restored.
She fixed it up.
Yeah, it's sitting in good quality.
Just your basic, large stone head and
some recent maintenance.
Yeah,
recent maintenance, expert maintenance.
Yes,
I might add.
Are you looking to trade in?
I would be open to a little trade.
Okay, well,
what
let's
could
see
you do for
here.
me?
So he pulls out this maul, and this maul is very interesting because normally with a maul you've got sort of the whole thing has areas that can pierce or scratch. This one is kind of 50-50, so half of it has these really wicked almost knives on them with how like thin. It's not like a mace that's spiked. This one is like swooping blades going up and down, so it's just this like spiking thing. And then the backside of it is kind of just a bulb, kind of picture like a hatchet head but rounded off. So it's just kind of designed for striking. And he says, this one here is fantastic because it'll let you determine with the exact same amount of force whether you'd rather be slashing or bludgeoning. And it would. It's going to be the same stats as your current maul, but it would allow you to choose between slashing or bludgeoning damage when damaging an opponent with the maul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. That's great.
Well, normally this one would run you 27, but I'll tell you what. I think that you've had a mall there that you've taken very good care of, and I'd give you as much as 12 gold for it. So I'd have you out of here at 15 gold.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
If Kirby recommends you, then I'm sure it's all good. I like the way you
I'll
run
look
the
up to him. It's just Garth's been here for a long time. He's never really led us astray, at least on weaponry and tools.
No,
Maybe a
although...
beer, maybe an ale or two we don't talk about. But
Well, I will say this. I distinctly remember when you and young Master Corey would be running in here to borrow some shovels, and I am certain I never got all of those back. So you were very lucky that I'm as nice to your friend. Sponge boy me, Bob. I thought I told you to get rid of that shovel.
Damn, you're making me break character, man. I will just kind of pause there. Well, maybe I should. What would you think that price would be for all those shovels?
I will.
Over top of the table, how much is like?
I mean, like a normal
gold worth?
shovel would probably run you like, 2 gold if it was half decent, and 1 if it was a little used. That being said, he kind of looks at you. He goes, "No, I couldn't. You and your brother were in and out of here all the time, and we've missed having you here. So honestly, just consider a visit from an old patron and friend payment enough."
Okay. I'm gonna like ask Gareth. Well, those knives I was always looking at, those throwing knives that we had. You have anything similar to that anymore? It's been a long time, but something I'm looking to find. I still haven't found one that I'm kind of looking to get yet.
Well, I haven't found any, and I'd be damned to venture over there, but I will say that I have heard a great deal about a specialty blacksmith in Nichtvel, which is our capital city, obviously, and I know that is a scary place to be for a lot of folks, but lots of portions of it from what my cousins tell me that doing trade over there, a lot of parts of it are just like normal town for the most part. You just kind of want to stay out of the actual middle capital. But that, if you're ever in that way, I'd say that's a very specialty blacksmith. They sell a lot of enchanted items.
And I'll look at him and be like,
I should have held off.
no, this is a
I'm
good
kidding,
place
I'm
from what
kidding.
I remember. Over top of the table, it says I have a greatsword and a javelin in my backpack for some weird reason.
Who's got your bag of holding?
That would be Mr. Feet.
Okay.
Feet's got the bag of holding.
Yeah. I will throw the greatsword up on his table and kind of see, is there anything you can give me for this?
Let's see. And I kind of look over it. It's a I don't know that I call it a great sword. It's a good sword though. I think I'd probably be willing to give as much as 5 gold for this.
I'll take it.
Okay, fantastic.
So increase that by 5, and then I have to remove the greatsword.
James, are you wanting Francis to get there before the others, or are you trying to meet them there?
I'm trying to get there beforehand.
Okay, fantastic. How do I do this for a YouTube video? Because I want to do that. Are you wanting to do that with the whole group, or you want to one-on-one?
I could do it with the whole group.
Okay, cool. So, as you walk in, you kind of walk through the different chambers, and you make your way to this sort of waiting area for, the nobility and stuff that want to meet with the king, or that have, or with the lord, or have business with the lord, of meetings scheduled. And you're walking through these halls, and you see lots of statues, and you recognize some of them. You recognize people that were kind of seen as legends around here. You see, statues of the different people that fought in the various wars and land disputes and everything. You even see a statue of a young dwarf that bears a striking resemblance to a very thin Kirby. And you see one of yourself. And the sort of doors open, and Lord Boruzo's advisor just kind of goes, "The Lord will see you now."
Alrighty, sounds good.
And you make your way inside, and Lord Boruzo is
and we have no knowledge of what's going on.
You guys might be kind of on your way over there now, you know what I mean? But like in the things that you've done, he kind of went and cleaned up his place for 20 or 30 minutes and then headed straight there, rather than trying to meet anybody there.
Yeah.
Can I ask Kirby why the shopkeeper called him Young Master? Or Master, one of the two.
I will say that I'll say this is you kind of get the sense that that's a general sort of like, you're speaking to the people that are younger than you, like it's just kind of a form of, it's like an honorific.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Honored sir.
Here's Colby's character, by the way. That statue.
Why are we dogging on me?
Dude.
And so Lord Boruzo is sitting there kind of in his...
Actually,
it's not even a throne, really. It's just like a nice chair, and there's like a table, and there's different paperwork and maps and stuff spread out, and it feels almost like a meeting with your, like...
That's Colby.
It feels like a meeting with your, like with your advisor or something in college, or like your counselor, there's just like... It looks like they're busy and you're interrupting their day. But he's looking at you kindly. He's looking at you kindly. What do you? How can I help you?
All right, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna have me and a few buddies. They're coming in. They should be coming here soon. I say we need to sit down and have a good old talk.
Well, I don't quite know what to make of being addressed as such.
Can I hint at my hand?
Yeah, and he'll just kind of look at you.
You got your hand in your leg like this.
I just kind of look at you, and he well, I don't oh, mein Gott, do my eyes deceive me? Dame Francis of the Twin Shields. Yes, I live and breathe. Father and grandfather spoke of your deeds, but I thought you long dead.
No, yeah, we don't talk about how old I am at all. We keep this between you and I.
Oh, okay.
Let's just, I'm here as a acquaintance of sorts. That is all. That's all you need to know. we just need to have a good discussion with you. So, can you cancel your appointments, or if there's a better time? Because I need a fucking beer.
No. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll make time. Let me. And he's like flipping through his itinerary, and he's just, oh my god. I don't. Hang on. And he like grabs another itinerary with the name Enzo written on it. And he flips through that one. He goes, okay. Meet me here at say 9 o'clock, and
9?
And we will discuss. We will discuss what you need to discuss. He tells you he'll make time for you to have a meeting at that time.
Okay. Is there a place I can wait by chance?
Well, the Hero's Tavern is always available, you know, and you bring your friends. It's not a problem.
Well, I'll head out.
I'm going with
I'll
him.
see you here at 9.
Yeah. And so as you make your way out of the castle, you barely, or I'll tell you this. I want you to make another stealth check against the group's perceptions. Passive perception.
18.
Dang it.
Yep. Okay.
He made it out.
You
Say
just barely make it kind of around the corner, or like the spiral, and sort of down half of one, kind of looking for your friends, when you kind of spot the group has conglomerated back together and seems to be making their way for the castle.
Okay.
You just slip right by us then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not gonna join. All right, fantastic.
What,
So
did I see them?
yeah.
Or,
Yeah, I'm saying like you barely
all right,
managed to
everybody,
kind of.
we need to go and talk.
Okay, yeah. I will meet up. I thought
we
they didn't.
need to go into the
I didn't
castle
see
and talk
them.
to the
Like
king.
we did a weird
Oh no,
you know-
you were actively like, okay, I'm leaving here. Better make sure I don't bump into the group, you know.
No, let's
and-
go.
Okay,
Drink
cool.
at the Hero's Tavern, man.
No, I'll go up to the group and be like, hey, just not to waste y'all's time. Let's go get some beer. We got a meeting at 9.
I will proceed to ask, how the hell did you get a meeting that quickly?
I waited in line like everyone else.
I see.
As somebody that knows the line, I'm gonna call BS.
Well,
like I can see over every dwarven head. There is no line.
Make a history check for me, Kirby.
Oh, that's BS. It was on a freaking 20. It was on a 20 and then it rolled. All right. No,
Give me
that's
a second.
I have
No, give
math
me a
blocks in
second.
front of me and I didn't
Give
even
me a
roll.
second. No, it's okay. I will say this: your experience has had you in some places. You know, you've been when you and Corey would get up just shenanigans, you'd be put in front of, you know, clan elders and in front of you know, some magistrates and stuff like that. But you personally have not had a meeting with Lord Boruzo.
That okay. That
It is not in your, I didn't see it in your backstory.
that's true. That's true, but even with my ability of where is it? Hold up. Let me find it. I'm gonna go through my thing.
Ability.
Ability. What?
Almost a supernatural connection of the cities they live in.
Oh yeah, you know your way around, but like you've never like gone into the inner chambers of the castle of the Lord.
Okay. Then I will ignore my my previous statement.
That's fine.
Guilty peasant.
I will just be like wary of the BS.
Sure.
Can we call that?
Well, I mean,
Can I
you guys
just make
can
a
make.
snarky statue comment.
Well, I was gonna say this. You guys can make. You guys can make insight checks on.
Yeah, can
you
I
know,
make
when
an
he's
insight?
like, I stood in line. If y'all want to.
Can I make an investigation check on that?
No, it's
actually?
insight to determine whether
Insight,
you
dang
believe
it.
people or not. And then,
Okay. Is it? Where is it?
Francis, I want you to do a persuasion or a deception check. A deception check.
Deception.
I guess.
All right, math rock. Math rock.
What is?
16.
Yeah. Okay.
You said perception.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Nah,
dang it,
that's
back.
7.
You rolled a what?
16.
And a 7.
Yeah.
And
5.
yeah, 5. I was about to say, yeah, you both beat him. So I will say this, Cull, you don't believe Francis, but you don't have any kind of feeling as to what. And then Kirby, you don't believe Francis, and you think that he is intentionally trying to cover for something, and you can tell on that insight check that it is a subject he'd really rather not talk about, but I can't tell you whether or not to pester him about it.
I'm going to not say anything. I'm just going to give like the look that I know you're BS. You're bullshitting a bullshitter right now, and that's not. And we'll discuss this later. But I'm just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna follow whatever the group wants to do.
Okay, fantastic.
Give you the tip of the hat,
there, also,
Francis. But...
Francis, I am so sorry. Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll an... Put all this down. Can you make a perception check for me?
Go Jira.
Just in general.
Go Jira.
14.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you guys all make your way to the Heroes Tavern.
Everyone down with that?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Fantastic.
That's
The Heroes Tavern is above table, kind of like a country club. It's a really nice bar, but not everybody's in. It's kind of if you know somebody or somebody that you know knows somebody.
and the drinks are free.
You know, they are heavily reduced. You're paying members' prices.
Okay.
Right now they're on a happy hour. Everything's a silver.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There's TJ.
Is there, as we walk in, is there anyone that I recognize or anything of that nature?
Make a perception check.
Right.
God knows
I
everybody.
wonder if I'm able to withstand
14?
the urge of alcohol.
You can make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna go
Free
get a beer.
alcohol.
I'm
Or a
getting
wisdom
beer.
saving throw. I'll let you
What
choose.
kind of people are in here? Is it just
Wisdom saving
dwarves?
throw.
You talking to me?
No.
Ooh, okay.
Alder.
Oh,
I got 21 on mine.
Oh,
I got 21 on
fantastic.
mine.
Yeah, so you don't feel the
Yeah.
need to drink?
Yeah, the DARE program.
The itch is
I don't feel the
not
need.
scratched.
I want to.
Work.
Yeah, that's fair. What was your perception check?
Who's mine?
Kirby,
Colby.
what's your perception?
14. It was a 14.
Okay, on a 14, you see one dwarf who is kind of sitting by himself and he's enjoying a nice beer. And you can see that on the fingers of his left hand, he's missing 2 of them. And you know several dwarves with stuff like that from the mines, obviously, but
Yakuza
you know
dwarf.
it's kind of like getting injured at war with how important mining is to the civilization, that even like an OSHA sort of act on the job gains you some level of praise status, and so he's kind of, you know, if the bouncer's being kind of nice, you know that, you know,
Can I go over there and regenerate his fingers?
Whoa, give me a second to figure that out, because there was another question.
I am
there.
a fucking drink first. Jesus.
Before you go regenerate
be like-
the limbs.
Leave
What's
his
your
feet
thing
alone
with
now.
extremities?
Leave the feet alone.
Yeah, just walk over to him and just go.
Did someone say feet?
Dude, no, just
Yeah, yeah, just fucking.
Well, you go see Harold sitting over there, and he
Harold,
was
okay.
yeah, he was somebody that was
Harold.
he was a kind of floater in terms of the different mining crews, so he kind of bounced around everywhere and knew everybody. And at one point, he just was training a group of newbies, and an errant pickaxe took off 2 of his fingers. And because he had trained so many, he's allowed to still work. He can still do pretty decent jobs, but he's regarded as a highly respected, almost like a tenured professor.
As I'm gonna order an ale and walk up to him, set it down in front of him, and say, "Harold, an old friend, this one's on me."
Oh, wow. Well, I cannot thank you enough, and I am sure that I have trained you at some point. I'm sorry, I'm a few to the wind here. Hold on. Calamari, Calabasas, Casablanca, Kirby. Kirby Blackmaw.
Long time no see, friend. How are you?
Well, it's been good. It's been good, really. You know, we actually are having some problems. You know, well, when did you get back?
Couple hours ago?
Oh gods. Okay. So you don't know Marlak. Marlak is the head of the Miners Guild that was kind of favored by the Lord Boruzo, and when he was elected to the head, he kind of started raising a stink, and he is not content to well, when you left, we kind of decided that after what had happened, that perhaps digging deeper into the mountain is not a safe idea, and maybe perhaps just widening and sort of tunneling and things like that. But this continued strip mining is just not something that makes the most sense to us, and so we but Marlak has been fairly adamant that is exactly where he wishes to mine, and Lord Boruzo is giving him a firm no, and his son Enzo is kind of being his mouthpiece in that, and I think I'm talking too many politics. Anyway, it's been fine, but man, I miss when the work was easy and not wondering if I was going to have a job.
Thought we discussed with the elders that we would close that mine. There was my brother and countless others that died.
And I understand, and that is why, you know, the elders petitioned Lord Boruzo, and that was done, because, and here's what I think. And I know I'm not meaning to speak ill of Lord Boruzo, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of the powers that be knew of the potential of danger and simply thought, well, it's just a potential, and it's not dangerous to me, and so I think that they kind of realized that, okay, no, it's not potential, and it's danger to everyone, and went ahead and stopped. And for some reason, you know, Marlak just thinks that, well, maybe it was a freak thing, and I don't know. You know, he just...
Is this over the top of the table? Is this like a Lord Farquaad moment? Some of you may die,
pretty
but
much.
it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yes,
Can I just
no.
walk over there and just touch him? And
Sure.
Touch your wounds? Just like a little tap and
Yeah.
walk off.
Where do you touch him?
I'll say this: you can cast Cure Wounds.
I was gonna do it at second level.
Oh shit. Okay. Does that just give you more hit dice?
Yeah, it gives you more hit dice just so I can actually regenerate the limb. Well, the fingers.
Am I gonna notice this or no?
Maybe not. Give me just a second.
I don't even think he should notice it. Just be like, what the fuck?
It's like no, he's drunk and he's like, where did this come from? Just Mac, do the thing. You can do the thing better. Do the thing.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Because cure wounds is supposed to be for like, cuts and broken bones and stuff. Yeah. But I will say this. I will give you what is your modifier to Arcana?
To Arcana, let's see here.
It's just an illusion.
0 on Arcana.
Man, I mean, it would be at least a 25 DC to like modify a spell to make it more powerful, to be able to pull that off. And you don't have a modifier to it, so you're maxed out at a nat 20, which
would my
go
bird
ahead.
be able to help?
What? Does it do that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Just
Can I use bless on myself?
You keep going on about how it's ethereal.
Yeah, you can bless yourself.
Okay. So I'm gonna use bless.
You sound a little pretentious though when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me a D4 to roll.
Still a max at 24. I mean, you're just hoping to hit the nat 20 at this point.
Yeah.
Did he get it?
Did he hit a nat 20? Did he hit a nat 20?
Actually, swear to God,
crazy, bro.
Hell
My
yeah.
boy's getting his limbs back.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So here's the deal. Okay, you got to reward it at 20. Here's what happens when you do this. You were taking a spell that is supposed to be for, ER visit stuff, not for major reconstructive surgery stuff. And you are pumping an extra spell slot into it. And you are trying to basically empower it with that. That is telling, considering the source of your magical power, that you'd be willing to try and push this spell to the furthest extent of its limits. Not only do his fingers regrow, but for the first time,
his wiener grows 3 sizes.
And all the who's down in Whoville.
He's not a dwarf no more.
That man with the big wiener.
Not only do his fingers regrow, but for the first time in years, you hear kind of rasping across the back of your brain, basically just good.
What did you say?
Good, whispered. And you realize that
from Family Guy. Good.
you have been blessed by Alcephus in this moment.
Bocephus.
Do I notice this or do I not notice this?
Make a perception. Well, I guess we just do passive perception. And I'll say this is like a DC 5.
Please. Assess, please.
Yeah, that
one. Yeah.
Cepheus, whatever it is.
Cepheus.
Bocephus.
Passive perception is 10. Yeah, this is a 10 DC, so yeah, you nailed this. Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there gesticulating with his hands about his woes, and then his fingers just pop back into existence. He's also no longer drunk. So
just snaps back. Well, yeah, because drunk is technically a poison. Yeah, drunk is technically a poison.
Yeah. And
dude's rapid detax plus new fingers.
With his friends or his sadness?
And he just kind of stares, and he just goes, "Well,
I'd be pissed. I'm drunk.
I'm gonna head to the church, and I'll see y'all."
That's the
He
move.
just goes.
Well,
That's
Harold,
just been, he's looking at his hand and it's just,
He's like, oh my
Before
god,
you
I can do it again.
before you leave, Harold, is this something we need to take care of? As in, I am not comfortable reopening that mine. As I like grab a hold of my necklace, there's no good reason.
No, I understand, but Lord Boruzo and Enzo are entirely fair, and they understand the dangers as far as I can tell, and I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. If I had the time of day, I'd stand outside and petition Lord Boruzo myself, but it's even for a gentleman like me, it's hard to get in front of him. So maybe, I guess, if you guys, I mean, you're in here for any reason, if you wind up in front of him somewhere, just feel free to mention it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some more beer.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Stop drinking.
Nah,
I'm gonna
I
grab my-
sat next to you and I gave you another
Grab my
one.
monster.
I know Cole's sitting over there with a mug the size of a dwarf. That's what's going on.
The size of me, you're sitting with a mug the size of me.
He's just sitting there like that.
I challenge you.
Okay.
Just, do you want to go mug for mug?
I mean, I lift as a large character, so I can do a whole.
I'm not
bit.
talking
We need
about
to figure
fight.
out what time it is, because I mean, we do have an appointment, do we not?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true. It is like.
Check your camera. Did you look at what I just sent you?
No.
Look at what I just sent you on Instagram.
Alrighty, so
I'm not joking.
Ooh.
we've got our glass of milk. Anything else before we kind of cut forward to the meeting time?
No, at the moment, no. But if so,
No,
that is what
I think I
will do.
probably need to cut myself off.
Okay. So you guys,
Those are just brass knuckles with a blade on them.
you guys make your way into the castle, and same deal. You're walking past all of these statues, and you've got a bit of a wait for your appointment. It seems like the one before you is running a little long, and you're looking at these statues, and Kirby, you knew that Corey had one, and you see it there. And obviously, Francis, you know where everything is here. Let's see, passive investigation. All my players.
What, you don't have that written down? Wow.
My bad, yeah. Artie, you notice as you're kind of actually, tell you what, make an investigation check with disadvantage because you're drunk.
He's not that drunk.
I think he's pretty drunk.
Oh, I rolled.
You picked the worst out of two.
So one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you picked the 7.
Okay, neat. These statues. Oh, do you read Dwarven?
Can't remember.
Left side languages.
Bottom left.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So these are some cool statues of some people you don't know anything about.
Awesome.
And they are really well detailed. I mean, it is crazy how much they can capture the likeness of these. And finally, the door creaks open, and rather than the kind of steward ushering you in, you see a young dwarf with a good resemblance to Lord Boruzo, still grown, but just a young man. And he just goes, "Oh, well, come on in."
Obviously, I don't recognize this dwarf, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, wait, how long ago would you have left?
Well, let me look at my backstory. I thought I had that in there.
You might have, I'm just not there right now. Because this dude's like, I mean, he's young for a dwarf, but he's like 40.
How old is Kirk?
If I would have known him, it wouldn't have been for very long.
That's fair. I will say,
And he would have been really, really young, and at that point, I'd be doing my shenanigans with my
Right,
brother. So
right.
I would say no.
okay.
I would say no.
I will say, he's here with the Lord Boruzo, and he looks a lot like him, and he's younger than the Lord Boruzo, and that's all you can figure out. And so, y'all make your way inside. What are y'all doing when you walk in?
Are we? What's in there? Is it just the king?
It's the Lord Boruzo, and it is his
Or
son,
Lord.
and there are a few chairs and kind of just a rug, and again, it is like a big, nice mahogany desk, but like very few wooden things here. Like this is imported, basically.
So we pull up and pop a squat in his fancy chairs.
So since I've been in this particular room a couple of different times for the elders and other things like that, can I make an investigation check and see if I remember anything that would be that'd be history, wouldn't it?
What are you doing? Are you trying to look for something, or think about like you remember something?
Just see if there's anything that's like out of place, that's just wrong, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. 12? Yeah, that probably doesn't do anything.
12 investigation. Well, you do see behind the desk, a rather large statue that is in the beginning time. I mean, we're talking probably 12, 14 feet tall, with a ladder.
Okay.
And he is in the very early stages. Whomever is working on this is in the very early stages of a giant statue, and there is just like hammers and different mallets and chisel heads and stuff like that, just kind of all strewn about.
Just a general shape of a humanoid figure.
Honestly, it's just more of kind of like less of a block of stone and more of like a lump of stone at this point.
Okay. Other than that, there's no other changes?
Nope, nothing strange.
Cool. That is all I will do for right now. Other than just ask Lord Boruzo about the mines, like immediately. Kind of, not I would say an aggressive tone, but more of like, what the hell? Like, I thought we closed those mines years ago.
Well, I do say, that is a rather difficult topic.
Difficult topic, I know. My brother's buried there.
No, I agree with you. It is difficult because honestly, let Enzo kind of describe what the deal. And Enzo kind of looks over. He goes, "Yeah, so the head of the mining guild, Zamarlak, he's been very difficult to work with, but I will go and meet with him tomorrow and do some negotiations, and it will not be a problem. No mining there anymore."
Do I believe him?
You can make an insight check.
Are you basing that voice purely off of Flula?
I don't know what a flula is.
Oh, he's a German actor.
Oh.
All right, lucky 18 with, you said insight plus 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18.
Well, you definitely think, like, you know for a fact that he believes it, if that makes sense.
Okay. But I don't know if it'll work. Cool.
Well, no, I mean, that would be
Yeah,
the future.
Go ahead.
But he will kind of look all over all of you, and then Boruzo will kind of pipe up, and he'll be like, So surely that is settled, yeah. And then for the rest of you, what is your reason for coming?
We come to warn you of an impending evil, and then I'll explain
Find out what you know.
what you know about what do you know about these creatures, this blight that affects the land.
Well, I don't know much. I know that impending doom is a bit laughable when lands are dying and people are being subjugated and all of the peace and prosperity we had is now gone. No. But we cannot continue to dig down. So
Why not?
because it's too dangerous. It is too dangerous. There's terrible accidents. So I will answer his question. I have no intentions of digging down. Far too dangerous. I understand. I agreed with you then. I agree with you now. As for danger and blight and I heard something about vampiric creatures. I don't know about these things. Is there? I have received people of varying degrees of knowledge to me, standing here telling me about danger and giving hardly any specifics. What is it that I can help you with?
Did we explain the fort to him, guys? The fort?
Yeah, over the table. Well, we kind of huddled up. Yeah, let's explain the fort. I looked at him like, we were sent to go to explore this fort and found it guarded by, for lack of a better term, these vampire-esque creatures. And it wasn't just one, there was 4 in total that we found.
Okay, and this has something to do with me because
They were planning an attack on your kingdom in an old abandoned fort not too far from here in Ovashara.
oh, okay, the old outposts.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense. And so these creatures were planning
You
an
got
attack.
15 minutes.
Understood. These creatures were planning an attack in and of their own accord, or
No, they
Orders
were.
from Lord Halfram, right? It's Lord. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
who's got the notes pulled out?
Yes, I believe it's Lord Halfram. Yeah.
it was Empress Safina.
Okay.
Empress Josephina, okay.
Empress Safina.
Thank you.
Little birdie.
Fuzzy.
Where's that barking spider at?
Yeah,
You're
and
too slow tonight.
oh,
Thank
boy.
you, dear.
So you guys remember that the note from Empress Zafina had said that Lord Haltham was going to kind of turn a blind eye to their construction, but that it had to be completed quickly because the more time it takes, the more time for people to talk. So you tell him, Empress Zafina, oh, I see. Well, to be totally honest, it would not be the first time she's attempted to encroach upon my lands, and it will not be the last time. Many people are under the impression that she controls all, but she does not control all. There are lots of lands scattered about that are not entirely subjugated to her. In my honest opinion, I was never really that scared of her threats,
These beasts seem to be more than just threats.
Scared is better, is a different word than wary, in my opinion, and it seems that you are turning a blind eye to something you shouldn't.
Oh, do not Do not misunderstand me. It's just between the fortifications and everything and geographical distances and I mean you
I'm
see
gonna butt in.
yeah.
And butt in and just be like, I'm sorry, I can't deal with this anymore. There's something coming, and it almost killed me and everyone here. And I'm tired of you just saying and putting this off to the side for right now. I need some more confirmation that we're going to take a bigger step into the right direction where we're needing to be going, because I don't want a whole out war again.
I understand that, and we do not either.
Can I bring up Siegfried Royce as well? That not only is this we're on a mission sent here by Siegfried Royce. I'm not mentioning anything else. Just Siegfried.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Siegfried. Okay, so this is my pal Siegfried looking out for me. Which is fantastic, which is wonderful. And also something that should be taken seriously, and I understand, Francis, your concern. I do not mean to come off as lackadaisical. It is just that we have taken many precautions since the last time there was any kind of attack. And in fact, we have kind of devoted most of ourselves to more of defense than offense because, to be completely honest, we're in the best possible location for defense. And some say the best offense is a good defense.
Is this the reason for the deeper mining, for more materials for defense and fortifying the area?
Oh no, and please don't misunderstand me. I do not wish to mine deeper at all.
I mean, it just from the years I've been gone, I recognize that there's a bit sizable chunk of
They haven't been going deeper, they've been going outwards.
Outwards, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's sizable chunks missing from areas. I remember there being
What's
hilltops.
The goal here?
Yeah,
You're trying to
for-
get his help, or?
I mean, the goal here is to warn him, but I'm not sure. I was expecting something else whenever he said Siegfried. Well, whoever's mentioned Siegfried and Royd, but he's being pretty
Well, I don't
pretty
mean to,
lackadaisical.
I don't mean to come across. It is just that. How do I say this without giving away too much? Imagine if you were always sat behind your door with a loaded shotgun.
Fair.
How worried would you be if someone trying to knock on your door?
I'd laugh.
So then, Boruzo here and my son Enzo have been making some changes in the best of ways. We are tired of losing men, as you said, Francis, to senseless wars, and we've devoted ourselves to defense and to being as safe as we can be here. And we are entirely self-sufficient. You know, I want a persuasion check out of all of you.
Persuasion.
The
I rolled
14...
a this many.
I rolled a tree. Oh no,
Roll a
7. 7.
Rolled a
No, it's
14
already 2.
Persuasion.
What did I roll? I rolled a 3. Yeah. I rolled a
Wow.
tree.
I rolled a 3.
We're not very persuasive.
wait.
It's not proficient.
Francis, roll another one.
Could I possibly use a moxie point?
Do you have that as a thing?
I think I do have it as a thing.
I think it's strength or dexterity.
No,
Isn't that
I have it. Hold up.
Whenever you fail a strength or dexterity saving throw, you may expend a moxie point to reroll the die.
see.
Is that what I remember?
1 second. Maximum number of points you have in those Moxie points. You can spend these points to enhance or fuel certain pugilist features. Where is it? Swagger Streak. When you fail a Strength, Dex, Constitution, or CHA check, you can expend a Moxie point to attempt to swagger your way to success. Roll a 1d8 and add the number of rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into a success. If the abilities check still fails, you regain the expended Moxie point and can't use this feature again until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay, so that's like an ability check, not a skill. You know what? I'll tell you what. Just go ahead and do, if you want to burn your Moxie, go ahead and do your.
I'll burn a Moxie on that.
And then Francis, did you roll again? Because you had
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Christ.
So, is this weird?
And since I have my lucky feet.
Did you roll a nat 1?
No, I did not.
Okay, because I sent you the one that I was thinking of is a different thing. I guess lucky is like a new thing for the 2024 rules.
6.
6
I rolled
plus
a
what did you roll?
1d8, 14, so it'd be that's 20.
Okay.
Right.
He looks right at you, Kirby.
All
He
right.
goes, you know, I never sent Enzo to the capital. Did you know that?
No.
We all got a letter. Send your heirs, right? But I did not send him despite the threats of the Empress and despite the many, many urgings of the elders. I did not send him. And you look outside at the sky. There's a sun. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So despite the threats and despite the urgings, the sun is back, yeah?
Correct.
I will say, I do not know what evil lies elsewhere. I do not even know what evil sits upon the throne in Nichtvel, not truly. But I do know no one is so powerful as to have dominion over the forces of nature forever. No one can break a mountain by staring at it.
I'll give you that. But the evidence is starting to prove otherwise.
Yeah, would say you would sit upon your mountaintop and watch the rest of the world burn.
Oh no, I will be here for my allies. Is that what this is? Is this?
I believe that is what
I
they
have a
did.
question. I have a very big question. Did anybody mention that the note seemed to indicate Lord Halfham's complicity? Or is this straight up like, did y'all just say the Empress?
I said that he would be complicit and turn a blind eye to it.
Okay, you did tell him that?
Yes.
So then, who is this that is calling for help? For it seems as though Halfham has already made up his mind. You know Halfham? I think he was sent to the capital.
My mind's drawing a blank. I need help here, boys.
I'm
Alpha
gonna
was sent to the
feel
capital.
like I need. Tell me where I need to go to get a better shield.
I'm sorry.
I'm just changing the subject. Now I need to know where I'm gonna get a better shield at.
I mean, you have your pick of the armorers in the city, but there is not a one that does bad work, depending on what it is you're
I
looking
know
for.
no one does bad work. I want to know who you personally recommend for a shield.
I personally
I look over to him.
recommend-
I'm like, I'm pretty sure he has his own personal armor.
No, yes, but Francis, you could have use of him for your shields.
All right. Thank you.
We could tell him that it's all the good
There's
in the
no
world
there-
that wants to
there's-
ally with you. You know, those who would rise up against the evil that is the Empress.
There's no convincing him because
Because we can't,
there
above
is
table, we can't bring
he's
up.
He's complacent.
he's complacent. He's at his hill. We're not getting anywhere.
Oh,
I was born in this hole.
I do
I'm
not
gonna
know.
stay in this hole.
I do
Complacent
not
and complicit
understand.
or-
I almost feel as though this is an attack. I'm trying to say, I will always be here when a true call for aid arises. I'm asking who is it that calls for aid?
I am.
Ryan White.
We are at this point.
Fantastic. And how can I help you?
We need.
I just need some better equipment.
I
That's
will
all.
get you your shields.
And then once I'm done,
I
with that
need.
shit,
We need knowledge.
We can see that you
knowledge
really
of what's
don't
going
share
on.
much desire to assist us in this matter. We'll
I-
probably be on our way.
But Enzo, I'm sorry. I need to take him more. And he just kind of stands up and kind of turns around, and you can see, that he is kind of drawn over to his sculpture, and you can see he's got a bit of like black chalk, and he's kind of like just sculpting out or like sketching out on the chalk or on the marble, you know, the shape that he's gonna carve. And Enzo kind of comes over and he goes, do forgive Father. There are some times where I think sharper than others. For what it's worth, the reason it's me going to negotiate with Marlak tomorrow is because here lately I've been doing most of the direct leadership, and I share his opinion. I do not want any more mining, tunnels out and whatever, but no more down, you know. We are more than willing to lend any sort of assistance that you could possibly name. We appreciate truly the warning. I can tell that it comes from a good place. It is just that, you heard there might be, somebody said there might be an attack, and you go to help, and it turns out the person being attacked is already, ready and willing to engage, and may have already even won the fight. This knowledge of the darkness trying to come and encroach on us, especially if it is true that more of Elvashara is joining in with them, is cause for concern. I don't want you to think that I don't fully grasp that. However, the things that we are doing right now is to prepare ourselves as a stronghold. You have to think geographically too. We are right between. So offense not really an option because we can't push either direction towards capital or towards Elvashara if it is that way. So we're kind of, defense is the best option. And also assistance monetarily with allies. We have many ways that we can help out. Just some restrictions, and I hope you can understand.
A gallery would
I
be
was. So you've been negotiating. What knowledge do you have?
Of what? Of what's going on outside, or
Yeah, potential dangers. Like, what are you seeing? If you've been negotiating with people around, and doing what I'm for no term of disrespect, what he should be, and we all know at this point from our conversation where he is at mentally, not horrible, but on the way out. And I pay my respects to you, and it's a hard thing to deal with, but what's going on? Like, what are we seeing? Like, I know you can't push out, but is there a danger that we're not seeing that you are?
well, if you want to know what Faza truly believes, and I take it with a grain of salt, but he believes that these other rulers that were sent to the capital came back not entirely as themselves.
Agree.
He thinks that they have been influenced in some kind of way by the capital, and that it'll be more major cities and more major kingdoms than we realize. When he's at his most salient, that is what he predicts. However, he has been in the defense game so long, it seems as though that's his play. It's a very sunk cost type deal here. So, and we are more equipped than you might think. What did you roll on your persuasion earlier?
20?
Not a nat 20 though, was it? Or was?
No, it's a 30-20.
Okay. So I do have a question for you, though, and this is only because it is a sort of personal matter for you as well. When I go on my negotiations, well, I guess to answer your question, the downside of being a sort of isolationist kingdom is that you don't do a whole lot on the outside, but you get traders and you get people that talk and stuff. It's not looking good. You know, the farms are closing, the people are conglomerating into closer and closer places, and it just lets this sort of darkness grow and grow, and there's creatures of all sorts of fetid, decaying flesh and just ugh. So, I understand, you know, it's not good, you know, and
Well, we've been traveling, so we've seen our fair share. We've shared the sentiment.
well, push come to shove, you know, we just hope to have the bigger stick, you know, but we want to help anybody that needs it, truly. One thing that I think you could help with, and if you desire more, then, you know, we can help out in that. But I'm going on that negotiation tomorrow. To be totally honest, I would absolutely do all of the talking, but the presence of a bunch of people that are looking as though they are from foreign lands, or maybe, you know, blast from the past type thing might just help kind of push our negotiation over the edge. You know, the presence of strangers might make some pause. And it's supposed to be a peaceful negotiation, but it also might stop some from acting foolishly. People lose their heads whenever gold is involved, and whenever you don't get your way.
Are you requesting our assistance in the negotiations?
Assistance, not necessarily, but presence, absolutely. And requesting is also the wrong word. I'm offering to purchase it.
Compensate us for it. Yeah.
So
what is I will turn to the boys and be like, "We good with that?"
Yep.
Francis,
Sounds
already.
good.
I'm good with
I like that deal.
Yeah, but
Would you make that deal? I'd make that deal.
I'd make that deal.
All right.
how much are we talking?
How much are we talking? Not to be greedy.
No, it's a very important, you know, it's a very important thing. I'll say that 25 gold each up front, and another 25 should the negotiations go according to plan.
Sounds like a deal to me. When shall we meet to accompany you?
I'd say tomorrow afternoon at 4.
Is there anything that we should bring?
Where are we going? Who are we negotiating with? Yeah,
We're not negotiating. We're presents.
Or who are we?
We're his bodyguards at this point.
Yeah.
If you meet me here, we'll walk down to the rendezvous points with the guild leaders. It's a small tunnel off to the side of the sort of basin.
Oh, over towards the entrance. Okay.
Down in the bottom.
I'm talking about the entrance of the mine.
Yes.
Okay.
We can do that. Is there any equipment we should bring other than our standard loadout?
No, I don't think so. I think this is going to be, like I said, fairly. I have confidence. Just I think that having more tools in your tool belt just makes you a better worker. No.
I would agree. So, well, in the meantime, is there anything else we can assist you with?
Kirby, which one of you is it that has that? Is you that has that thing where you like know stuff about the place?
Yeah.
How long do you have to be there?
It's what it says verbatim. Here, let me go back to it. Character traits and physical evidence that come from a supernatural connection to cities they live in. Yeah, I just have the supernatural connection of the cities that I live in, and I technically still live here.
Okay, gotcha. Here's what I will say. Just
And
because
most use the abilities to become urban defenders of the downtrodden, but others lend their talents to less savory organizations. Basically, I can use the abilities for whatever I want. I just know the area way too well.
I see.
Most people use them for bad shit, is what it says.
I'm not gonna
Pretty much.
lie. I kind of just want to give you guys another crack at this thing because I want to at least have it be known. So I will say this: Boruzo is back there as you guys kind of start to make these plans, and he hits his hammer down, and the piece of marble that chunks off falls down and hits the floor. I would like a perception check
From everyone? Or?
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. Perception.
Perception. Which one is that one? And +0, so it's whatever I roll. 18.
Which one was mine?
14.
Was mine a 10? I
I
think I
have no
rolled
idea
10.
which one was mine.
I don't know.
It says in the game log.
Where is the game log?
Game log up by the go to builder to the left. It says game log. Artichoke got a 14. Alder got a 14. Cole got a 5. Francis.
I'll take a 14.
What'd you roll?
What do you
Got a
need
5.
to roll?
Got a 5.
Perception?
Perception, yep.
14.
You got a 14 as well. And I got an 18.
Okay. Those of you that got above a 16, you will notice that when that chunk of marble fell, and I will say especially for you, Kirby, having been somebody that worked in the mines a lot, when that piece of marble or granite, whatever it was, fell on a stone floor, even with a rug covering it, there's an expectation of what the sound is going to be like.
Is it hollow?
And the sound that you hear is rather hollow.
I will go ahead and use an ability of mine called Tremor Sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes, you must be touching a natural or work stone surface using Tremor Sense. What do I notice?
You sense on the other side of the floor where the desk and the rug are is a rather large trapdoor taking up most of the room. Like the whole, like half the floor at least is like a false floor, and you just feel stairs going down.
I will turn to the group quietly as we're trying to make these plans and inform them that, hey, something that's hollow. Nobody else noticed that other than me, correct?
Who else got above a 16?
I don't think no one else did.
Everybody
else got a 14.
I got 5.
Okay, so you're the only one that knows.
This moment.
And you tell the other ones. Okay. Then it is.
Because that would be something he's hiding at that point. It's a
Sure.
trapdoor.
Yeah.
Is there any actions we want to take, boys?
I think we should just bring it up above table. I think we should just bring it up.
Yeah, it could be a failsafe.
He's a defensive player, I suppose.
Yeah, I will walk over and ask. Forget his name. Lord Halfham? Is it Halfham?
No.
Boruzo.
Baruzo.
The
Gosh.
son is Enzo.
Okay.
Isn't Halfin your brother?
No. I will ask Lord Boruzo what's behind the wall.
Here comes the train.
Choo choo. I'll ask him what's behind the wall. Waiting.
He can't hear you.
I know he can't.
You can. He's muting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fairly large one that come rolling by.
So you just straight up ask him what's under the trapdoor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You.
What do I do?
Yeah, I'm direct, man.
Let's see.
And I'm standing pretty close to him as well.
So I guess, he just kind of pauses, stops and looks at you. He just says, a man has to have his secrets, no? Here, let me go get my daughter. Train scared her. Sorry.
Talk about vaginas.
I think he's back online.
Y'all good, brother?
Yeah, it's all good. So you just you're asking about the trapdoor.
Correct.
As genuinely and completely honestly, it is storage.
Can I make a check off that?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Insight, +0. Come on, lucky dice. You've been rolling good for me today. Another 18.
Huh?
You got any cool trinkets down there for me?
Pizza. You do believe him. I mean, it's vague, but yeah, I mean, he's storing something down there. Trinkets? No, not trinkets.
But is it just storage?
How easily is it gonna be to
You
open?
shall not pass.
Well, I suppose that depends on the level of securities that I need to provide for it, and I guess that depends on how many questions you keep asking about my storage. What?
Cole reaches down, grabs the trapdoor, rips it open with all the rugs, all the
I can
tables,
ra-
everything that's
hold on.
covering up the top.
I was about to ask.
I could rage. That would make me large. That would make me push, pull, and pick up as huge.
Depends on if you're wanting to wreck the
But I
royal
don't want to
study.
fight. But I don't want to
About
fight.
to say.
I don't want to go into.
I don't get detect magic. I do. Can I use detect magic to see if I sense anything?
Yeah, but isn't detect magic's range like 60 feet?
30 feet.
Rip. Yeah, you don't feel shit.
There's a deep mine. There's something down there.
My thing is this. It's supposed to be a castle, and it's supposed to be pretty fortified. Why is it hollow in one particular area?
Well, you said he's storing something down there.
What exactly are you storing? I'm gonna keep asking questions until I get an answer.
I guess, like, would you walk up to a man's rack that he has full of swords and crossbows and everything and ask him for as a key?
Yes.
Got any grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I would understand. I would understand that, but
No, it's okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. Okay? I'll tell you. Just because I can see it. That you as a kind of group that does not mince words, and
You did
appreciates
say you'd help us, didn't you?
a bit of honesty. It is where I store my statues.
Your statues.
Yeah, so like
Okay.
one.
You gotta ask about the feet statues. They're you have
I'm
to.
gonna ask him where his little blacksmith is located. I'm gonna get the fuck out.
He will come take your specifications at the manor at Manor Francis.
Manor Francis.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna head that way.
Somebody, we need. Okay.
To those of you that have
never
have no idea that Manor Francis exists, I just want to let you guys know the rest of y'all have no idea that exists.
He just walks out.
Manor
without knowing when.
Francis, huh? That's not pretentious at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we just like not care that like he'll come meet you at Manor Francis and then moves on to
The royal blacksmith will meet you at your manor.
Yeah, I'm like, are we all just gonna ignore that? Is that what you're asking, DM, over the table? Just
Oh no,
ignore
I
that?
just wanted to make sure y'all were aware of what interaction just transpired.
I was about to say, I'm gonna look at Francis, kind of like.
I don't even notice. I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna definitely look at the
I'm
rest
long
of the
gone.
squad and be like, y'all all heard that, correct? We're gonna notate it. I don't like that he has statues, but I don't want to keep pushing because he's been honest.
I feel like that's his weird, creepy statue storage, and he stores creepy
Yeah.
statues.
It's his sex dolls.
I was
Yeah, why do all the statues' mouths look like?
all right.
Look like fucking donut holes.
Got Medusa.
As a
locks
man,
down
as
there.
a man of little
Why does
trust.
this man statue have such large breasts?
All right.
Why does this woman statue have such a hog on it?
There's no such thing as dicks for dicks, just guys for dicks.
I call this one Peggy.
Oh,
He's been to Bangkok.
oh no.
Peggy's wild.
I will pull a Lord of the Ring reference in this campaign. hope you know
You
that.
shall not.
Probably
No, dude, what? No, not that basic of a fucking reference.
Look, Sam.
What
Affordable
else?
housing.
Look, Sam,
Yeah,
the second
okay.
tower.
Just because I don't want to keep pressing, I'm gonna
The
just
second
kinda
Griffin
put
is
that
the
knowledge
second
in my
tower of
pocket,
Sauron.
and I will ask if the boys are ready to leave at this moment. I don't want to keep pressing and make a healthy welcome, I would say, and the arrangement with his son to be.
I'm down to
That
do
makes it
whatever, but
rough.
I am getting very, very sleepy.
Y'all are getting tired before me. That's why.
You
No.
guys, Francis,
That's
did you
why
stick around long enough to grab your 25 gold?
Nope.
Okay, fantastic.
I will grab his 25 gold
Yeah,
for it.
you're all
Shut up.
25 gold richer.
Okay, cool.
Woo.
I will grab his 25 gold and yeah.
I'm gone. I'm not dealing with the bullshit anymore. I'm not trying any deeper. I'm gone.
Okay.
He doesn't seem too happy to be back home, does he?
No.
I do want to inquire as to what the rest of y'all are doing as far as trying to find a place
Heading
for the
back
night.
to heading back to the
I think
I'll go
it's,
sleep at the bar.
We're ready to turn in.
I will go back home.
Okay.
I don't have, it's not a big house or nothing like that. It's just kind of for Lord of the Rings.
Why don't you guys follow the midget? Aren't you curious about Francis's manor?
I love all this backstory, and they're all just like not at all give a fuck. It's like what a weirdo.
I say we go follow the midget.
Francis's manor. Everybody to Francis's manor.
He's trying to play coy and hard to get. And you're all just like, what a freak.
Freaking
He's probably in a
weirdo.
basement full of statues too.
Yeah, we'll
They're
head.
just-
I'm
they're
not
not-
down to
With
head back.
really abnormal large feet.
Yeah, all of them.
I say we head back towards Francis and like we'll start tracking him and heading back to his manor.
Yeah.
Go with that.
You should know about the manor. It's been there longer than you have.
Well, sure, but so have a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
I
is-
know the town, but I don't
So-
know all the names.
So
and
you
everything of that
guys,
nature.
follow Francis, and you guys are, especially those of you that have lived here, but the rest of you have kind of picked up on this as you've been wandering around for the day. Y'all can kind of tell that like the sort of upper echelon, higher social circles, that kind of stuff, reside and shop and eat and work and stuff towards the top of the circles. And towards the bottom is sort of the more like grubby, like they're the ones mining, they're the ones, you know, doing
We
all
work
this stuff.
here.
And so you are at the top most upper echelon. You go down just, you know, I don't remember earlier I said 1 or 2, but you go down just like a ring or 2 and you catch up to Francis at Manor Francis.
Can you
When did you
describe
get this?
Manor Francis to us?
Nice
Is it
place.
nice?
Is this like a Big Hero 6 moment where he just turns right and it's just this manor?
I will say one thing is I got spoiled just a little bit.
How much damn money do you actually got?
Yeah, what is
I would
this
say a
holding
little
out
bit.
on us? Yeah.
I might have just
A small fortune.
saved.
New
It's a
gear
little
for
Someone's
risky
everyone.
over
life.
here.
New
I
gear
might
for
have saved
everyone.
someone's life, and it has led to this. And
Like
that's all
that.
I'm gonna say.
Had plenty of people's lives, but I never got a damn manor.
It depends
Well,
on whose life you save.
Can we rest here? Is this,
Yeah, there's
How many
No
bedrooms
beds.
you got?
No
I don't
bed-
want
no
to sleep in
beds.
Bigfoot
No.
over here.
there should be. I think there's about 7 beds, so everyone should be fine.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And then
Got any beer?
is the blacksmith meeting us here tonight, or is that in the morning?
You understood it to be that in the morning he would come over and kind of get your specifications. It was like later in the day than normal meeting. It was like kind of, you guys were scheduled for that meeting with Boruzo kind of after his normal work day cleared, you know, just to
Okay.
make sure that there would be time.
Okay. All right, and then so we take a short rest or a long rest. Sorry.
It's for the night.
Well,
Cool.
low
Rest for the
key,
night.
I might have to call it here just as far as my
Yeah.
fucking voice and what time it's already midnight
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. I mean, I'm down to still game,
Long
but
rest.
I might have to call it there
I'm
as far
good.
as the D&D.
I'm going to bed.